You realize you're a woman not because of glitter, dresses, or whatever nonsense people think gender is about, but because the lie you've been living finally starts to crack. And once that crack forms, there's no going back. It spreads, it consumes everything. And what's underneath isn't confusion, it's the most painful clarity you've ever known. You're not a man with issues, you're a woman with a secret. And now the world's about to treat you like public property. Coming out as a trans woman is not a revelation, it's a risk assessment. You don't get applause, you get panic attacks. You don't get a glow up montage. You get disowned, misgendered, fired, or worse, fetishized by strangers, and treated like a punchline by your own family. Congrats. You just unlocked hard mode on the worst video game ever. Real life. You think living as a guy was bad? Wait until you tell people you're not one. Suddenly, everyone's a biologist with a YouTube degree in gender. But what are you really? Oh, I don't know, Karen, tired, sad, 87% rage with a splash of eyeliner. They act like you've betrayed them, like your gender was a group project, and you turned in a surprise ending, but you never seemed trans. Yeah, because I spent 2 decades pretending to be a cardboard cutout of masculinity. I deserve an Oscar and a refund on my entire childhood. And just in case you thought you'd get a little peace, welcome to trans puberty. It's like regular puberty, but this time, you're aware of everything that's wrong, and you're paying out of pocket for it. Your body changes slowly, awkwardly, and always just shy of how you want it. Voice, not quite there. Face, not quite right. Hips, a rumor. Boobs, a negotiation with God, genetics, and spironolactone. And every change brings with it the constant echo of too late. You look in the mirror and see what could have been, what should have been. If only you'd known sooner. If only the world had let you know. But instead, you get to start womanhood with the grace of a giraffe on rollerblades and the emotional baggage of a failed magician. Every compliment is suspicious. Every stare is terrifying. Every reflection is a gamble. And let's not forget the bathroom panic. You enter a public restroom and instantly become a potential headline. You're either too masked for the women's room or too threatening for the men's. No matter where you go, someone's going to look at you like you're a crime scene in progress. You don't pee in public. You perform stealth missions. Your name becomes a political statement. Your pronouns become a battleground. Your voice gets analyzed like you're auditioning for womanhood every time you speak. And the worst part? Some people want to get it wrong. They misgender you like it's a competitive sport. It's just a mistake. Cool, Chad. You've made the same mistake 7 times in the last minute. Should we get your brain checked? Then there's the dating scene, an absolute circus run by emotionally stunted raccoons. If you're passable, you're a secret. If you're not, you're a fetish. Either way, you're rarely seen as a real person. You're an experiment, a kink, a dare. I've never been with a trans girl before is not a pickup line. It's a red flag wearing cologne. And if you're bold enough to say you only date certain people, suddenly you're the villain. Aren't you supposed to be open minded? You mean like how you're not? I'm not a sexual buffet. I don't exist to prove how progressive your penis is. God forbid you want romance. Real, soft, cheesy romance? That's reserved for normal women. You get late night texts and blurry selfies. You get propositions like you're a vending machine with anxiety. And when you finally find someone decent, you still have to navigate their fear of being seen with you. Like dating a trans woman is some scandal that'll get them exiled from their local fantasy football league. And while we're here, let's talk safety. You don't go on a date, you go on a reconnaissance mission. You send your location to friends. You memorize exits. You calculate how fast you can run in your shoes. You carry keys between your fingers like a prison shiv, all because you dared to exist in public as yourself. Even joy feels like rebellion. You post a cute selfie, and suddenly it's a political statement. You're forcing your lifestyle on people. Meanwhile, straight couples post entire engagement albums with captions like, "She said yes," and no one accuses them of brainwashing children. You go to the doctor for a sore throat, and suddenly it's all about hormones. And are you post op? Like your tonsils care what genitals you have. You just want antibiotics, not an interrogation. And if you're not out to that provider, Congrats. Now you have to lie through your teeth while hoping they don't kill you with ignorance. Therapists? A mixed bag. Some are affirming. Others act like you're a walking mental illness. Do you think your gender is just a symptom of trauma? No, I think your license is a symptom of capitalism. Please just help me stop crying when I hear my dead name. Every interaction becomes a performance. You modulate your voice, your mannerisms, your wardrobe, trying to find that perfect balance of authentic and palatable. Because if you're too feminine, you're trying too hard. Not feminine enough, you're not really a woman. It's like walking a tightrope in heels while everyone yells advice from below. Your past is held against you like evidence in a trial. Old photos, old names, old stories. People act like your gender invalidates your memories. But you used to play football. Yeah, and I used to eat Play Doh. People change. And your family? That's a roulette wheel of rejection, weird support, or aggressive denial. Some say, I love you, but still dead name you at Thanksgiving. Others act like your identity is a personal attack. Why are you doing this to us? Oh, sorry. My entire existence is making you mildly uncomfortable. Let me just crawl back into my dysphoria hole and die quietly. Media isn't much better. If there's a trans woman character, she's dead, traumatized, or a joke. Half the time she's played by a man in a wig, with the emotional depth of a soap dish. And when you dare to ask for better, people scream about forced diversity like representation is an act of war. Laws? Oh, honey, your rights are debated like football stats. Every time you check the news, someone's trying to ban your healthcare, kick you out of sports, or make it illegal to exist before 18. You get reduced to talking points, fear mongering, and bills written by people who've never met a trans person but have a PhD in cruelty. Even allies can be exhausting. You're so brave. No, I'm tired. You're an inspiration. I'm a person. Stop putting me on a pedestal just so you can feel woke for watching me suffer in high definition. And yet, despite all of it, you still show up, still exist, still live. And that alone pisses people off because trans women aren't supposed to thrive. You're supposed to give up. You're supposed to disappear. But you don't. You walk down the street in your favorite dress, knowing someone might follow you home. You take selfies with a face you earned. You find joy in tiny victories. A gendered ma'am at the grocery store, a good hair day, someone who gets it. You build yourself from scratch. Every inch of confidence is self made. Every moment of happiness is carved from a world that wants you miserable. You didn't just transition, you resurrected yourself. You lit a match in the dark and dared to keep walking. And somehow, that makes you the threat. Because nothing terrifies this world more than a woman who wasn't supposed to survive and did.